Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you could join us. Please notice the rose in the middle.
Hello, everyone.
The Vogue look.
Yes.
Did you see that?
There you go.
Start off
wait.
2023 as we mean to get on.
Wait, here you. Voguing. Anyhow.
That's just how we need to start every live this year.
Vogue.
Just by a bit of voguing.
Okay. You heard it here first. Vogue into your videos. So thank you, gentlemen, for joining me.
Thank you for having
us.
Yes, and this is our conversation about the word of the year. So, do you have you've picked a new word of the year? Don't share it yet. Make everybody wait.
Yes.
Ooh, Ritchie's is so big it needs a separate book.
Ritchie's wrote a book on his word of the year.
I have.
Okay.
I've got so much to say. I've got lots of words. No, I just picked one.
You just picked one. You got your dictionary,
and I'll be revealing it soon.
The word, or the book, or
whatever.
Both. Yes,
or both.
Whatever. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you very much for being here. So glad to have you both here. Are you consuming any beverage to help hydrate yourself?
Yes.
I'm drinking something. Am I allowed to say what I'm drinking in a can? Am I allowed to advertise that?
Sure.
Okay. Drinking Coke.
Oh,
there you go.
Nice.
And Ben?
Coffee, just to pep me up, you know.
It's a bit late for coffee, Ben.
Yeah, it is a bit late.
It is.
Yeah.
You'll be up all night.
Crazy. He's crazy.
I need to be wide open with you two. You know, eyes wide open. Sorry.
That's a movie reference, isn't it? Eyes wide open.
Yes, exactly.
No, I haven't seen it, Ben. I'm expecting to get like once a month, get a list of videos from Ben that I need to watch.
Oh,
he'll host me on his channel to talk about those. Anyhow, all right. Well, let's say hello to some people. Claire Telford was here. Hello, Claire, and said, "Congratulations on 800 subs." This will be my 300th video. Excellent.
Wow.
And we have Manasa, who can't make it today, but is work lurking. And word of the year is freedom. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I like that.
That's nice.
I like that.
And Chris from Elemental Cartomancy is here. Hello, Chris. Good to see you. Lisa Rhodes is here. Hello.
Hi, Lisa.
And,
hi, Lisa.
Orshi is here. Hi, Orshi.
Hi, Orshi.
Jackie's Crystal Moon is here. Hello.
Hi,
Glad to
Jackie.
have you here. Rain is here from Spiritual Rain.
Hi, Rain.
As well as several other channels. Like and subscribe to all of them. Medium Betsy Palmer is here. Hello, Betsy.
Hi, Betsy.
And
hi, Betsy.
Betsy, Chris Yao, and I, and perhaps another guest, are going to be doing a cord cutting laugh and learn later in the month. So, because it came up during the shielding conversation. So, like and subscribe, and you'll get notified about that. Chris is not sure what his word of the year would be. We'll talk about that. Beth Aspasia or Aspasia Rising is here. Hello. Claire is saying hello to everyone. And okay, so my chat just really jumped. Regina's Tarot in Wirecraft is here.
Hi,
Hello.
Regina.
Yeah.
Or she said, my word of the year is continuation from last year, which was self. Now I'm on to trust.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm starring that comment. And can't mention so happiest new year to everyone. Yes. Yes, we are gorgeous, aren't we? Jonathan Daly is here. Hi, Jonathan. Lisa is here. Hello. Good to see
Hi,
you.
hi, hi.
And Ben has the Madonna headset and
Yes.
everything for the Vogue.
Yes.
So there you go. Calla Lizzie is here. Hello.
Hi,
And,
Callum.
oh,
Hi, Calla.
there you go. Greta Garbo and Monroe, Dietrich and DiMaggio.
Love it.
Lori Kramer is here. Hi, Lori.
Hi, Laurie.
Hi, Lori.
And Jeffrey is behind the camera singing the rest of Vogue. So it's very helpful and very distracting. Purple Elephant Deb H is here. Hello. And Purple Elephant
Deb.
Deb H has moved recently.
Ooh.
And so looking forward to getting caught up with her in her next live. Kelly from Dozen Cats Wellness Tarot is here. Hello.
Hi, Kelly.
Hello.
Popping in to give a thumbs up. Thank you.
Oh,
And it is a movie reference, waiting for the Tangy Big Ben version. So
watch this space.
Jennifer Ball's Witch
Hi, Jenna.
house is here.
Hi,
Jenna,
Jennifer.
good to see you. Okay, and I almost sent Joe from the Power of Purpose an email to join us because, and I'm going to give a shameless plug. If you are not watching or subscribed to Joe's videos, why?
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Because
I love her
they
videos.
really are, and I was, and
Brilliant.
especially the last the last months of videos are so
Brilliant.
practical. They're probably less than 7 minutes, jam packed full of information. Watch them. Go over and like and subscribe. Really
say,
very practical.
Not only is her content amazing, but the way she edits her videos is just perfection. I think she's
Yes.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
brilliant.
and actually, in here to prove that I was going to talk about Joe, is I actually had this out because as we're talking about word of the years, Joe had mentioned something about that in one of her videos or on her community page, and I was just like, going, y'all need to see that. So, Alchemy of Souls, said Beth, is a good Netflix.
Ooh.
I have probably okay. My chat just jumped, so I want to get on. If I have missed everything, everyone needs to watch Warrior Nun on Netflix.
Oh,
that sounds good.
I just started watching The Watcher on Netflix. That looks super creepy.
That is good.
I was just making Joe a moderator, so.
Yes.
Michelle Marie, Astrological Tarot, is here. Hello. Thank you for being here. Spiritual Rain, I got yours tabbed. I've got a couple of people are sharing their words of the year, and I am starring those so that we can talk about those. Beth said it's Korean, fabulous, intricate plot, romance, sword fighting, magic, and special effects. Hashtag hot guy alert. Oh, and Spiritual Rain said hi to Jeffrey. So, and Jeffrey goes, hi, Rain. And Joe will be in touch with me about our next live. That's great. Yeah, Joe's channel is great. And, okay, so, okay, got yours, Joe. And Jamie, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path, is here. Hello,
Hi,
Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
And Rain has linked Joe's channel. And I don't know if I said hi to Lorraine, but anyhow. So, okay. Just getting caught up. There you go. Lots of people are saying, just do it, do it, do
Fabulous.
it, do it, do it. Oh, and this is Joe's first chance as a moderator.
Oh, you have the power now, Joe.
You have the power to do whatever you want, especially to trump trolls and get them out and to put links. So, all right. So, all right. And, all right. So, couple of things. Oh, I showed. Why do we pick a word of the year?
Well, it sets us up, doesn't it, for the year ahead, and it gives us a focus, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, forward planning.
Yeah,
forward planning. I like that. I like that.
Because a lot happens on New Year, doesn't it? And it's like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do this, and then got to think of a word. So I like to think about it October, November time.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times for me, resolutions come with a whole lot of weight. It's like I have to do this. And so for me, a word of the year tends to be a bit more it practical and meaningful. It helps me in my everyday life, where so it's part of it is putting everything into action. So thank you, Rain.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Rain. So
thank you, Rain.
Ritchie is awesome.
Oh, thank you. I got that on a t-shirt.
Ritchie is awesome. And I also want to remind people, just in case you've forgotten, science is real, people. Science is real.
That's true.
Chris asks, does your card of the year come into it when you're thinking of your word of the year? Let me ask you two, does your card of the year come into play?
I like to keep them separate.
Okay.
Funnily enough, mine does, and I don't. Yeah, it's interesting actually. I think it probably does, and I didn't realise it did, but it does now. That's a good question actually.
Yeah. It depends upon how you want to work with it. And I think, for me, when you're picking a word, when I pick a word of the year, I audition some. I actually think about, what am I considering? What are the definitions that I know of it? What are the deeper meanings? And perhaps I'm an overcomplicator about that, but it just is I know Ritchie is shocked. Gerald, an overcomplicator. I think everybody picks their word of the year in their own way that's meaningful. So, and Joe said, the power of purpose, she said, it's like a touchstone. Yeah, that's a great way to say that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So, and word of the years. Yeah, if you look at, down below is the video last year that Ritchie and I did, and Ben popped on as a surprise. So
I think I did. I'm sure I did. We spoke about this. I thought I was there, but
we've talked about this in several ways. Well, we'll just put it this way, Ben. Ritchie and I are trying to influence you.
Yeah.
And please note that I have everybody lined up in descending age order. So as the elder here, I should get the most respect.
Does that make me like the knight and Ben's the page?
Well, Ben might be the 8 or the 9. I don't know if he's in the court card.
Haven't quite made page.
Hasn't even quite made a court card yet.
Not yet. Oh, I'm just kidding.
What do you do to qualify for a court card? I'd like to know.
We'll talk about that after the live.
Okay.
Mark Astrotero said, my word of the year is wellness. Tested positive for it's
Oh
one way
dear.
to start the new year with a bang. I'm so
Oh,
sorry, Mark.
sorry, Mark.
Yeah.
So, and so okay, so lots of hope for Mark and all that stuff. And oh, for a second there, I thought that said "feel bitter," Mark.
Yeah. Feel better.
Jeez. So yeah. Um, okay, so okay, so words of the year, depending upon how you put it, it's something that is to it's to help you. It's like a touchstone, like Joe from the Power of Purpose said, to help guide you through the year and support you. And
Yeah.
what were your words of the year last year? And give us a review. What was it like?
Okay.
So,
Should I go first?
yes, please.
Yes.
So last year was the first time I did word of the year. Um, and I chose the word create. So create was my word. And from that, I didn't quite know what to do with it. My idea was to create opportunity. That was the plan. And
Hmm.
when things come along, I wanted to think, yes, I can do that. And so when opportunities came along, I felt that I needed something to go, yeah, let's take that rather than, trying to ignore them or saying no all the time. But actually, what came out of it is actually was more create things, and I ended up creating a lot of things and getting into a lot of different crafts and arts, and as you all know, I created a deck.
Yes, you did. Yes, you
So,
did.
and I like the idea of, as Joe said, of it being a touchstone because I didn't think, oh, I'm going to go out this year and make all these things and do all these things. But it kind of just naturally opened up. Like it felt like a flower developing. It's really strange.
Hmm.
And I think I just gave myself the headspace to be able to develop it and go, it's okay to do this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
great. I love that. And Spiritual Rain said last year for me was success. And I actually had quite a bit of success with one of my channels. I worked very hard, and I'm going to continue to do that going forward. And Susan Beckett said last year's word was change, and this year's word is begin. Like
Oh,
that,
Ah.
nice. Mm.
like that. And Ben, I'm going to put you in the hot seat.
Oh.
Oop, wait a minute. There you go. Avert your gaze.
So
So,
my word last year was connections. I really wanted to
mhm,
make more connections with people because 2001 was when I started my channel, so it was just getting to know things and things like that. Whereas um, 2022, I really wanted to connect with different people, and that really took off for me because felt like I did a lot of collaborations last year with lots of different
you
people.
did.
So
Yes.
I met loads of people. Tangent Me did a lot of music videos and things like that, which was really fun. And I met
Hmm.
loads of lovely people. So it was so strange when I think back because I was like, wow, I couldn't have chosen a better word for the way it turned out, really, because that actually happened for me. Um, and it's been quite continual
That's
meeting new people.
beautiful.
So yeah,
That's
it was
beautiful.
good.
Yeah, you were the village bicycle sometimes a bit more than me last year.
Yeah, yes, it was.
And
I
I
couldn't get
mean
off
that
the
in all
bike.
of the right
Well, we had a bit of
for
a
all of the
tandem at
right
one point.
reasons.
We had a tandem at one point, Gerald, because we were
We
doing
did.
lots of lives together, weren't we? So
Yes.
yeah, but it was good
Yes.
fun.
Very, very much so. And I am thanking everybody for putting your
Oh,
comments in
that's
there.
nice.
My word of the year last year was intention. And the whole idea of that was for me to slow down enough to understand my intention of doing things. And I would say oftentimes it slowed me down enough to get me to just really understand what the long-term impact was and how I was feeling about things.
Yeah,
That being said, I didn't always. I used intention, and I also sometimes I still did something that my intention was to hashtag to be a jerk, or it was like hashtag bitchy alert, but it just helped me have awareness of what was going on.
Do you
So
think that worked for you?
I think it
I was
worked
going to say,
very well.
yeah,
I
good.
think it worked very well. I also I did some studying of Zen Buddhism, read some books, did some various activities, which intention for me is also about being in the moment and being present, and that was something that was extremely helpful.
Hmm.
So, excuse me, I have to put Ritchie back in the middle, Ben.
Of
So,
course.
because that's where he wants to be. So let's get caught up on chat. Um, okay. Connection is wonderful, Ben. For the longest time,
Yeah.
I hid myself away, and last year I really opened up and met so many people, made lots of
Yeah.
wonderful connections. Feel so good. Yes. And
That's lovely. That's lovely.
Betsy said, I think I did security last year.
Nice.
Wiki is here. Hello. Um, very root chakra. Yep. Lori Kramer said, my card of the year is the Hermit, trying to find a compatible word. Ah,
Mm.
Oh,
okay.
that's interesting.
Yeah, woot woot for Zen. Yes. So, just getting caught up. Um, okay, so I've never done a word of the year. Give it a
I,
try.
I
Yeah.
didn't do it, Lorraine, until last year, and it's really interesting. Yeah.
And Betsy said this is year 2 for them. And I think this is also Joe, the Power of Purpose's first year. So,
Yeah.
and Wiki said this is year 3 for them. So, um, Jackie, give it a try. There's a lot of information out there about choosing a word of the year. Pick the thing that works for you. So, um, oh, Amy from Strength Reversed is here. Hello, Amy. Good to see you.
Right.
Hi,
Thanks for
Amy.
popping in. Um, who would like to reveal their word of the year for 2023 and what it means for you?
I'll go. Shall I go? Because I'm in the middle.
Yeah. Well, you're in the
Do you
middle.
do you
Yeah.
want me to keep you there, or do you want to be
Oh, keep
embiggened?
me in the middle. Yes, don't make me big. That's fine. It's far too messy around here. Far too creative. There's
Okay.
been too much creating going on around here.
Okay. You
Um,
do it.
it's it's rather strange because my word of the year, drum roll, is one that's already been mentioned, and it's connect.
Oh.
Oh, very
And I
nice.
didn't know that your word of the year was connections last year, Ben, because
Mm.
I wasn't aware of that one. I always choose my word of the year. As I said, normally it's about September, October time, and I'll be reading something, and like a word will suddenly pop out from the page and switch something on in my head and go, "That's your word." Um, that's how it happened the year before, and that's what happened. I was reading this book, Walking with Trees, the Glennie Kindred one, and she was talking about, and I can't remember which species of tree it was, how their roots all interconnect so that if one of the trees is unwell or needing support or nutrition, the other trees send it wellness
Mm,
and nutrition through its roots to support it. And I just really like this idea of a network of roots connecting up. And so that's the
Yeah.
word that came in. And so that's the kind of thought that I'm taking forward with the word of the year, as in connection, as in a network. But then again, it's a bit like, I suppose it's similar to my idea of being create opportunity, is that now
hmm
actually opportunities are there and I'm very aware of them. So now it's making the best to connect and stay connected because we're all very busy. And as this year has proved after pandemic years of a slower lifestyle, my lifestyle suddenly speeded up, and it's really easy to lose. those connections.
Sure.
The text messages, you might send people don't come quite so often. And it's not because you've fallen out of favor or that, it's literally the time pressure. So I'm
Hmm.
very switched on to this idea of staying connected and reaching out and to connect with the people, but also definitely to connect more with nature, particularly trees. And that's what's come out of last year. So I want to carry on this natural connection with nature.
Yeah.
I like that. That sounds wonderful. And I like how you used last year's word and you're learning to help inform this year's word,
Yeah, yeah,
and you've incorporated it because that
yeah,
network, it's offering supports and it's also receiving support.
yeah, yeah,
I love
So
the
yeah,
idea of
beautiful.
trees as well, that you said about
yeah.
roots and that, because they do speak to each other, don't they?
They
Trees, and
do.
it's
It's just
amazing.
fascinating. And this year, I've come away from doing like uh, cards of the year and doing all that, and I'm working with the trees of the year throughout the seasons. Um, so it kind of ties in with Sabbath, and we're also going to be doing work with the Wildwood Tarot. So I just want to
Hmm.
really build all that kind of nature and connection with trees. And as you know, I've been
Yeah.
raising money for the Woodland Trust as well. So yeah, it's a year to connect with trees.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
And Joe, the Power of Purpose asks, what's the book you just mentioned?
Yeah, it's well, Glennie Kindred, and the book is Walking with Trees. It's amazing. It tells you about the 12 or 13 native trees to the UK. Um, Tells you all about where they come from, the natural medicine, the cycles, meditations, things to do, folklore. It's really readable, and I spent a lot of the summer reading this, and I
Hmm.
really recommend it if you just want something that's really mindful. She also has written other books as well about Sabbats and
Hmm.
foraging and stuff like that, and she has a great. I don't think she's on YouTube, but she does a lot of stuff on her website as well. So Glennie Kindred, really recommend this book.
Well, and Lorraine said, Ritchie, that book is amazing.
Oh yeah.
And I had put up there, that's awesome, Ritchie. It's connected like underground roots. And then Beth was like, guess that's redundant, LOL, underground roots. So, and Mark Astroterra asked, are you a Taurus, Ritchie?
Yes,
Nature
yes, I
is
am.
healing for
Oh,
everyone, but
Yeah,
essential to Taurus.
not slap bang in the middle of Taurus season. I am. There it is.
Science is real, people. It's a fact. It's a fact. So,
this man has
Peter J.
horns.
Watts is here. Hello. Wonderful topic
Hi, Peter.
to wander
Hey, Peter.
into. The Secret Life of Trees is a fantastic read. Yep.
It is. I've got that as well. That's on my stash of
Thank you,
books to read.
Jenna.
Yeah.
Spiritual Rain said, I have a nice book called The Healing Power of Trees, and it's very grounding and informative. Makes you think
Cool.
twice about our beautiful trees. Love
I'm
that.
going to write that down because in my journal, I'm writing down stuff now that is books I need to read. So, Healing Poetry. Who's the author of that one, Rain? Perhaps you'll let us know.
Okay. And some plants are aerophytes, which actually grow in not in the ground, if I believe that's
Mm,
correct. So it comes
mm.
with an Oracle deck, Ritchie,
Oh, lovely. Thank
Sherilyn
you.
Hildago.
Oh no.
I'm
And
just writing
Jonathan
that down.
posted the book you talked about.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I
So,
really recommend it. It's just a fantastic book to read, go walking with. If you're out in nature, pull the book up, sit down for
mhm.
half an hour under a tree and read with it. It's just absolutely wonderful, and it got me really engaged with finding bits of wood. As you know, Gerald, one of the things I made was my walking staff. It's always to hand here,
Yes.
so and I've used this when I've gone out walking. It's helped pacing. It's helped staying safe. It's helped breaking through so it's all part and parcel. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So I'm turning into a
Rain,
real man of the forest.
You shall
Rain
not
said,
pass.
I use the book
Love
much
that.
more than the deck, Ritchie. The book is so
Oh yeah,
much more informative.
thank you for that.
So,
I'm looking forward to get that.
yeah. And I just see that the Power of Purpose has posted a video, 5 simple ways to live a fulfilling life. Go over there and like and
Oh,
subscribe, people.
oh,
Ben, you're up. You want to tell us your word of the year for
Yeah, yeah.
2023?
So mine is exploration,
oh,
because I did a lot of buying last year, and I didn't really explore a lot of the decks fully that I bought, and so I really want to explore new practices. I want to start using the stuff that I've got, because I'm doing a bit of a depth year this year, so I want to kind of get really involved with the stuff that I have got, and I really want to learn more about my spiritual practice, and read more, and understand other cultures and religions and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
just to get an idea of different things, and explore new relationships, learn more about magic and pagan, that religion as well, and just do all that kind of thing, really.
So tell us your word of the year again. Say it like you
Ex-
own it.
Exploration.
Okay. And by the way, some of you in may have missed it in the chat, but there was some conversation about the biscuits that Ben was eating. And Chris, Elemental Cartomancy, is going to band together and send Ben some chocolate
yeah.
digestives
Oh, I
through
love
a
chocolate.
network of roots. I'm sure this is precisely what Ritchie was talking about.
Yeah,
So,
supported when is in his nourishment. Mm.
yes.
Thank you,
And
Chris.
oh, look at that. Jane the Seeker Tarot is here. And
Jane.
reminder, tomorrow is Tuesdays with Tarot Stash, exclusively on Jane the
Ooh,
Seeker Tarot, at
fabulous.
9:15 Eastern. And Rain is backing
I
you up.
know.
Rain is saying we're teasing
Yeah,
you.
Rain's my
Oh,
friend.
would be nice,
Rain,
Rain.
Rain understands.
So, all right. What else would you like to say? Oh, and here's Jeffrey, by the way. So he's lurking while working, but not doing his work. He may be washing dishes or something. So what else? I'm sorry, Ben.
No, and that was it really. Just exploration of different things, and enjoy and just finding more out about things,
I think
I
that's
guess.
wonderful, and that's I believe this is the feeling of connection to your word, and it's
Yeah,
meaningful and powerful to you. I think is really what's important.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's very
definitely.
important. So, my word of the year is edit. EDIT, edit. Last year's word was intention, and so I did lots of things paying very close attention to how I felt about it. And this year, edit for me is about what do I want to have in my life? Not just thoughts, but also things,
Yeah.
actions. It's a lot of thought, word, and deed. And edit for me, and Jeffrey and I have been talking about this, is in order to edit properly, one must know what one has in order to be able to edit out what is not serving the greater good. So, so that will give me an opportunity to do some decluttering. Stay tuned, maybe some decks. I don't know. Don't be shocked or anything like that. But it'll be yeah. Richie's like, Gerald edit decks. What? Holy mackerel! But it'll be very helpful. Um, and but edit just seems because when you have a good editor, when you're writing, when you have a good editor, the overall result is much clearer and better. So,
I love that,
but
Gerald.
No, thank you.
Where did you find the word from?
It was very much a process. I think I started it around Maybon, thinking about it as I'm winding down and thinking about how the year has gone. And it's like, ooh, what do I want? What do I want?
Do your words match closely with your card of the year?
Yes. What is my card of the year? Is it a Judgment High Priestess? So that sort of helps. So, okay. Okay. I'm starting some comments. So, and by the way, Jeffrey's word is reclaim.
I like that.
So I think what's nice is, and we didn't talk about them together, but I think edit and reclaim could work very well together. So, okay, getting caught up in some of the chat. Ritchie has the greatest shock look I've ever seen. You know what I was talking about, edit. The power of the purge. I love me a good edit. Yes. And Chris, Elemental Cartomancy was Jeffrey's first subscriber.
Oh.
So, and Jennifer Ball's Witch House is decluttering this year, too. So, good. And meaningful is their word of the year. It's nice. Gerald, I love the idea of editing instead of trying to add lots of new habits and resolutions. And
yeah,
I agree, Amy. I agree.
It's very easy, isn't it, when we're creating content to go, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And all of a sudden, I don't know about, I mean, you guys are very successful in what you do, but I tend to spread myself almost too thin and not get half of it completed. So the idea of being a little bit more choosier over some of the things you do is fantastic. I'm making notes for next year's word of the year.
Very nice. Peter J. Watt said, that's a great focus, Gerald. We should all take time to edit every aspect of our lives. And here's the thing is it's a process. It's not a one and done, because for me, it's not a one and done. Pamela Batchelor is here.
Hi,
word
Pamela.
of the year is lightness.
Nice.
That's lovely.
I like that.
And Betsy Palmer said, I'm at the point in my closet of what goes out equals what comes in. Mm-hmm.
I need to do that.
Yeah. Spiritual Rain said, I'm just going with the Chariot for the 2023, since it's a 7-year, moving ahead with all of my plans. No procrastinating, no dawdling. Or she is heading off by Or she. Yeah, reclaim is a powerful focus. And one in, one out. Reclaim Oracle. I don't have that one. Do either of you have the Reclaim Oracle?
No.
Jamie, do I need the Reclaim Oracle? Do you have it? So, I don't know. Jane the Seeker loves it.
Oh.
Joe, Power Purpose, said, I'm not good at decluttering books, even though I have some I've not touched in years.
Oh, join the club, Joe.
Yes, I get that. Well, and it's that idea of it's like with all of what we're working on, what our words of the year are, is it meaningful to me?
Yeah.
Because if somebody tells me I should be doing something, I'm going to go, yeah, okay.
True, right.
And so okay. Last year's word was balance from Jeffrey. Somewhat successful in some areas, but not as much in others. Yep.
But that's one of the nice things about the word of the year, is that you can review it and go, I've done this, and this with it, and that makes you feel better. The stuff that perhaps you may not have felt that you've covered parts, you can then build on that with your next word of the year, can't you? It's not like
Yes.
the end of the year comes and oh no, I haven't. A bit like a New Year's resolution. You're not setting yourself up to fail, which is why I don't
Yes.
set resolutions anymore.
Yeah. Well, and I agree with you. This is the word of the year is less stressful than a resolution. And I will change and adjust my word of the year based upon how it's been going.
Yeah.
So,
And you can
because
do that.
guess
You
what?
don't have to stick with it, do you?
Yeah, I think it's an important thing. So, okay. Your word reclaim really resonates with me. I feel like I was very artistic and creative when I was wee, and I've lost it over the years. Would love to reclaim some of that. Absolutely.
It's a good word.
And so I'm highlighting a few of the what people are saying, and I said um, this is great. Hershey is here. Hello, Hershey.
Hi.
Thank you for
Hi,
being
Hershey.
here. Yeah, I love that. Sometimes, adulting sometimes does that to us, unfortunately. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Jilly, Little Zen Crone is here. Hello,
Hi,
Jilly.
Jenny.
Hi, Chili.
Hello, hello, and good to see you. Um, okay, just getting caught up. And Pamela Batchelor said everyone needs the Reclaim Oracle. Hashtag purchase responsibly, know your limits.
Mm-hmm.
An important aspect of creating a resolution is to create a timeline schedule. Otherwise, they tend to
Yes.
fall by the wayside because life. Yeah, very
Yeah,
much.
that's so true, Peter.
Very much. Okay. And all right. So I have some starred comments. Anything else you want to say about your 2023 word of the year before I go back and share what all of the starred comments?
No.
I think I'm okay.
Manasseh's is word of the year is freedom.
Nice.
I like that. Manassa,
I
that's
think that's
lovely.
powerful.
Yeah.
And what I would love to hear is a conversation about what that means to you. That idea of freedom. Or she said, my word of the year is a continuation from last year, which was self. Now I'm on to trust.
Nice.
And if you link
I like
last year's with this year's, then it's self
That's
trust.
it.
There you go.
Yes.
Spiritual Rain said, my word of the year is the comfort of home. And by the way, it can be a phrase
Love
of the
that.
year. It is, people, it's
That's lovely.
whatever makes you feel inspired, something that
Yeah.
helps you to move. So I think it's all awesome. Okay, just a few people. Chris is here,
Hi, Chris.
popping in to
Hi,
send
Chris.
hugs. I'm on a work break. Yes, Chris Butler has been on my channel. We've done readings. So, it's like, get some work done, Chris.
Yeah.
So, anyhow. Oh, Joe is here. Happy New Year. Okay, my word of the year is noticing. Very nice.
Ooh.
I like that. Spiritual Rain said, I think freedom for me means not feeling controlled by others, relinquishing that fear of being me, and using my voice and doing what I want. That's cool. And Betsy posted something. Okay, Medium Betsy Palmer said, the reason I chose Voyage, I'm wanting to go to new places, be a voyage on new thoughts, beliefs, truths,
Oh,
perspectives.
Oh, I
wonderful.
like that, Betsy. That's lovely.
Isn't that
Ooh.
nice?
Yeah.
I love that. And Robin, Toadstool Tarot, is here. Hello, Robin. If I had
Hi,
to come
Robin.
up with a word of the year for off the top of my head, I would say trot. Okay. And by the way, Robin, Toadstool Tarot, will be on my channel next week for an episode of Tea Time with Tarot Sachet, and we are doing sassy readings. So everybody, if you want to ask a question, you better be willing to hear the sassy answer. So there you go. Oh, Chris is knee deep, but need Earl Grey. Who's he?
It's a
In
tea.
divination. Oh, is it a tea, Ben? Really? Really?
So I thought you were genuinely asking that.
Is it good with those cheap biscuits that you're eating?
Yeah.
Well, we're not sure if Robin will be in Dragon. Chris, if you ever want to
Oh,
be on Tea Time with Tarot Sachet, please let me know. So, sassy readings sound like fun. Yeah. Okay. So, going back to some other wonderful word of the year. Yeah, and Betsy had said voyage. I think voyage, it's one thing after another, and that could be a short voyage, a long voyage. I think that's very exciting. Lisa Rhodes' word of the year is alive.
nice one.
Ooh,
I like that.
I like that. Here we go, Ben. Purple Elephant Deb H. The word of the year is co-creation.
I like that. I love
That's
that.
amazing. That's amazing. And I'm trying to be very, I want to say everybody's is really strong and powerful. They are. But I'm not discounting anybody's word because I can tell as people have typed it in that it's important to them.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that. Here you go. Joe's is courage.
Wow, that's a powerful one.
Courage. Yeah. And Regina's Tarot and Wirecraft word of the year is explore. I think that could be really powerful. I'm a Deck Sniffer's word of the year is circus peanuts.
I love it. Perfect.
So, okay, we've got a lot of, okay, so going back to, Wiki said, I had two words, trust and patience. Like you said, Gerald, self-trust is the way I understood it, and patience, which is something I do need to work on. And we did get a smile from Mr. Butler. So I'm just going to post that up there. We need to upgrade Ben's biscuits.
Yeah, it's true.
Everybody is defending you, Ben. I don't know why. Oh, and words of advice from Beth.
Yeah.
Do not insult a Scorpio.
It's true. It's
So,
true.
Oh, yes, and don't upset Rain. So, yeah. And Betsy, Pamela Batchelor really likes Voyage. So, okay. You're welcome. I think this is wonderful, and I think what's fun is I would love to be able to see when people are what they think about their word of the year. I'd like to be able to do a check-in because I think there's some accountability and support when you're sharing with people. So Viviani is here. Hello, Viviani. Good to see you. Okay, so Susan Beckett's last year's word was change. This year's word is begin.
Wow.
Oh, that's so powerful word.
Quite powerful. And quite powerful. And Joe, the Power of Purpose said, this is my first year having a word. It's courage. Want to be brave. Yeah. And courage means courage looks different in different situations.
Yeah.
And to many people, it's different things. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think for me, one of the things that I learned that it was very courageous to ask for help, and I think that's really an amazing thing. It's like, Wow, asking for help takes courage. I think that's
Mm.
amazing.
Yeah.
Courage is one of those things you can never measure against anyone
Mm.
else.
Mm. It's true.
True. It's true. That said, I chose study for myself because for a year I've been tarot flibberty gibbet, just all over the place. Hmm.
Mm.
Deb H. Purple Elephant said last year's word was sparkle, which I did. It was hard for an introvert. And so this year it's Crow Creation. I plan on working on productive collaborations. I love
I
that.
love
Okay,
them.
let's get back over here. Let's jump. Um, okay, this is all food for thought. I might take a more reflection before I commit. Maybe that's it. Commit. Well, it could be. And I think I mean, and I I I think, it's a process. You don't have to pick your word of the year by like January 1st.
No.
It could be a Tuesday just because, and that's what it means for you. Um, so, um, okay, we're getting some help for Joe to pick a word, or a card of the year. Sorry, Hershey said a word is unbothered, and phrase is life is just. Okay. Okay, I've been jumping around. Did a card pull with the Gil Tarot. The cards all have words on them. It's been semi-successful. I'm not sure about the word.
Mm. Tell us the
I
word, Calla.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think it's great. Um, there you go. Flibberty gibbet is now Betsy's word.
Love
Love
it.
that. Love that. Um, Joe said, my accountability is my health. It encompasses my card of the year, death. So there's a lot to let go of and stuff to nurture. I need to be aware I need to be aware of which I have trackers and everything. Good for you.
Mm.
Footprint Tarot is here. Hello.
Hi,
My
Chrissy.
word is vibration. Also, am I forgiven? Confusing you? Yes, I am not Hogarth, but I'm glad you're here. Um, Pamela said my year is a chariot year, and the tower is my shadow or ghost card. Preparedness.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm going to jump
oh,
over and um, Jamie, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path said, coming into May 2023, I am a Death Emperor year, so my word of the year is transform.
that's interesting.
Nice.
I think that's amazing.
It's really good.
Claire said, engage. Um, Claire Telford, engage, mind, body, spirit.
I love that. I think of Patrick Stewart every time someone says engage. From Star Trek.
Of course, I know Patrick Stewart.
Just
That man
checking that
could
you've
read the.
watched that.
Oh, yes. um, Ritchie is like, he's ignoring all of us. He's like,
Yeah.
he is so above
He's like, what
the
am I doing
vastness.
here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There he goes. Queen, please. Jennifer Spall's Witch House said, my card of the year is the Hierophant. My word is meaningful. FYI, just came up with that now.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Like that. Jackie's Crystal Moon said, the word grow is embedded in my brain. So I'm going to go with that. Grow personally as well as my business. That's wonderful, Jackie.
That is nice.
That's wonderful.
This is really wonderful. I'm loving everyone's words. They're just so
I know.
strong and powerful and positive and wonderful.
And I think they're so empowering.
Yeah.
And deeply meaningful. I can just feel, I'm like going, wow, I think that's incredible. Jamie said, I think this year is the first year that I feel super connected with my word.
That's great.
Good. That's great. So, okay. And Pamela said lightness. That's what joy feels like. I love that. Jane the Secret Tarot said, my word of the year is vulnerability. And my card I chose is the Eight of Cups.
Nice.
Ooh, I like that.
Strong.
Okay, getting all right. Late mentioning this, but apologies if I miss hellos. Hands full of wire as usual, of course. And her hands are not as tiny as mine.
No.
So it's one of my favorite words. See Meg Ryan use it in Joe versus Volcano. So okay, just Jilly Little Zen Crone said, my words for this year are compassion and diligence. Compassion, because I think the world could use more of it, and diligence to stay the course. I'm a strength starter. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Make it so.
Yes.
Make it so, number one. Yes. I love that.
Got Star Trek fans here.
I love it. Pat Stew. That sounds like a great drag king name. Pat Stew. I'm loving that. My favorite picture of Patrick Stewart is when he's in the bathtub dressed as a lobster. I don't think I've seen that one.
No.
Jilly said, I really like seeing the different words. We're all individuals, and the words are as beautiful and meaningful as we are. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And, okay, so, yeah. Okay, I'm going to... Spiritual Rain said, Jane the Secret Tarot, love vulnerability. That's a hard one for me. I get that. I get that. Okay, so I'm going to pop back over to see. Jonathan Daly said, my word is, my year is a temperance hierophant year. I'm going with connection for my word of the year. Also planning on doing a bunch of ancestral work. So connection is fitting on multiple levels.
Oh, I like that.
Like
Same
that.
here.
That's really powerful. Okay, now I'm caught up with all of the starred comments, and I can go back and it's like, I'll have to rewatch the rest back. It's time to take my mom to the Costco for her coffee run. That's a lot of coffee. Are you guys familiar with Costco?
No.
It's a warehouse that sells items in bulk.
Oh, no.
So
I thought it was
if
like similar to Costa, but it's obviously not.
so,
Is that your Costa over there? Would you have
no,
Costa?
but Costco. If you want to buy coffee, you buy 15 pounds of it.
Wow.
If
That's a
Right.
lot of coffee.
if you were looking for pasta, you buy a 15-pound bag of pasta. You buy a 10-pound bag of flour. So anyhow,
No wonder things are so
bye,
big over
Jonathan. It's all relative. Okay. I think I picked the word trot, so I might continue moving forward at a reasonable and accomplishable pace. Robin, I think that is a great example of what does that word mean to you. So yeah.
Right.
So okay, lots of love for Costco. Bought a 5-pound container of oregano and refused to regret it. 5 pounds of oregano, guys. That's a lot.
I love the way you said it. Say it again.
What?
Oregano.
Say the O word again.
Oregano. Pardon me.
No, I
It's
just love the way you said it.
it's a herb that
It's an
you
herb.
don't. It's a herb that you do not store in aluminium. You do not store it in aluminium.
I have to say, one of the things I've learned from all the connections that I've made this year is everybody's accent is so wonderful. I love it.
Yeah.
Americans are amazing. their
I,
accents.
I have to thank so many people for being here and sharing your word of the year. I think it's one of those things that if more people were aware of word of the years and it could oftentimes be a supportive thing. I don't know what's happening. Ben is getting undressed. He's too hot. Let me take some Earl Grey and a biscuit or something. I don't know. I don't know. So it was a fast 60 minutes. It's like, holy
It
mackerel.
was.
Wow, it's gone quick, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. So, Claire said, so many different words. It's been a pleasure to be part of the conversation. May you all embrace these words. Take care and enjoy the rest of your evening. I have to go. Thank you, Claire.
That's nice.
So,
Thanks, Claire.
and Beth
Yeah.
said, Ben, same with English accents. I can't believe such a tiny country has so many dialects.
It's true. It's true. There is a lot. Some I've never
This is a
even
really good tip from Peter. Dig out your thesaurus as you're considering the words of the year. So
Yeah.
I like that.
I think that's amazing. Zane is here. Hello, Zane. Tarot
Hey,
Token Witchery.
Zane.
Good to see you. Good to see you. And I think I Queen, please. So, all right, and so there's a lot of love for Chris is like, I have a hardest time with Chris's accent from Elemental Cartomage. Pamela, just spend time watching him. You'll get it.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's
Put
easy.
the subtitles up. It'll be fine.
Christor Pathy, hello. Just moved from the US to UK 20 years ago.
Wow.
I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Thank you. So what's your big takeaways from this word of the year conversation?
Well, I
I
find it
put
really
them all on the
interesting.
spot.
I really like everybody else's words, and I think what someone else said in the chat, it's very unique to each one of us, and it just shows that we're all different, doesn't it? Which is wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some wonderful food for thought. I would like to everybody's words that they've given in. I think, oh yes, I'd like that one as well. But I also think it's really crucial. The word that we'll select is it's a bit like an extra brick in our own personality. It's what we need, isn't it, for that year? We obviously choose it as a way forward, a path on it. That it's I get quite excited by it because it can take us anywhere. And I'm really excited to hear where all these people are going to go with their words and where it's going to take them and lead them. So,
I think for me, I get excited sharing a possible tool that people have never considered before. And I've been using a word of the year maybe 7, 8 years ago is when I started, and I heard it from a friend of mine. And it's like, this is awesome. And it's like that true north. It's that what is it that would help me in everyday situations? So as I consider, for me, edit is okay. Maybe while I'm folding laundry, is there anything that I'm folding that I could edit and donate? And that it just makes sense for what works for you. So, and Medium Betsy Palmer said, my takeaway: everyone is looking forward. Everyone is moving. Everyone has intention to deepen our path. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I love that.
A lot of love for Zane, by the way. Hi, Zane. Peter J. Watt said, different paths, different life experience, different spirits. This was another wonderful time with all of you. Much love to you all. Thank you, Peter, for being here, and I hope you're doing okay with putting the solstice decorations away. So, Um, I think, I don't know if people in chat, or you can leave a comment below if you're watching the playback, because thank you for that. Would you like us to do a check-in a couple of months to see what's going on with that? So, I mean, would the two of you be willing to do that?
Yeah,
I'd like to make
sure.
that connection.
Yeah.
I
See what I
can
did there?
edit. I see that, and I can also edit some other things out to make time for this because it's important.
Hmm.
So, yeah, Zane is like, so much love. I hope everyone's doing well and having a wonderful start to your year. Jilly said, my takeaway is words help to motivate and center us. They give us a sense of direction. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true.
And I, so yes, Purple Elephant Deb H said, yes, please do a check-in. Well, now we have to do it because Deb H wants to do it. And, you know, and yeah, 6-month check-in. I do need to make an effort to speak slower sometimes. Whatever, Chris.
No,
I wonder, Chris,
it's fine.
from this conversation, Chris, have you come up with a word of the year yet? Because he wasn't sure at the beginning, was he?
That's true. That's true. It seems like people are going to be going. They want that. Yes, Jackie. I love keeping the word. And Jeffrey says yes. Okay. A follow up would be great. A check in, yes. And Purple Elephant realizes the co-creation power that she has. And I'll be honest with you, is if anybody wants to come on and talk about their word of the year, send me an email, put in at word of the year. I'd be happy to host a conversation with various people. Spiritual Rain said, takeaway. I'm so empowered by hearing everyone's word and phrase for and cards for 2023. Yeah. Check in. Yep. I will have chosen my word too by then. And Chris is still working on it, Ritchie.
That's great.
And Robin said, I went to share, but I've started the Storyworth project for this year. $89 gets you a writing prompt a week, and at the end, they send you a hardcover book of your life's stories. Oh, that's fun. So, wow. And Beth said, I'm a Virgo, so I know a check-in is coming. I'm more likely to follow the course. There you go. There you go. So what do the two of you have coming up this week or soon?
Wow.
I'll go first. I'm going to go first, Ben, because that's where its live's gone. I'm very excited, fellas, because I am a guest on Regina's channel this week. OMG, the first one of the year. That's on Thursday the 5th at 7 p.m. GMT, whatever it is, Eastern time, whatever
2
it is.
p.m. 2 p.m.
That's terribly
Eastern.
excited. And she's even managed to make a thumbnail for it.
What? Regina's Tarot and Wirecraft has made a thumbnail?
Absolutely. So check it out.
I'm like going, does that mean the world is ending? I mean, oh my God.
That's it
Do
now.
I not need to fold
Everything's
laundry
aligned.
today?
It's great. It's great. So that's really exciting. I'm very much excited. And then on Friday on my own channel, Longman's Tarot, Friday 7:30, a surprise guest who's turning me off.
Oh,
really?
Who could possibly turn you on?
You know, Ben turned me on. Ben and all, she turned me on a few weeks ago. Now it's time for the big turn off.
Wow. Who has that ability?
Yeah, he does have that ability.
You'll have to tune in and find out.
Yes, they should tune in and find out. And by the way, the link to Ritchie's channel is below. And Ben, do you only have the ability to turn Ritchie on, or do you have the ability to turn other people on?
I don't know. You'd have to ask somebody else that.
Stay tuned, like and subscribe. Yeah, here you go. Thank you, Rain, for putting that in. So, oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, y'all. The next time the three of you are on together, the thumbnail should be have your three shocked faces.
What's your
Always,
answer to that? Yeah.
always strenuous living with me.
There you go. Ben, what do you got coming up?
I haven't got anything planned actually, guys, at the moment. Yeah, I haven't got anything planned yet. So I need to
And
have a
what's
think
your
about that
word of
one.
the year?
Exploration. So yeah, I'm going to do a bit of exploring and see what I find.
Hey, bring us along, you know. It's like, well, it depends upon what one eats, Jackie's crystal moon. We had sauerkraut yesterday, and sometimes that does. And so, okay, so tomorrow it's Tuesdays with Tarot Stash exclusively on Jane the Secret Tarot. And I am very excited because just before this live, I got confirmation. I'm doing a casual with Isaac Boos. I met Isaac on Sherry H, Voices from the Swamp. And I was like going, I totally want to talk to this person. And Isaac is going to pop on tomorrow with me, and we're going to get to chat and get to know him. And yes, I know Jackie. Yeah, Ben, will you read this?
Why you keep giggling about whom are you exploring? Oh, wow.
Everybody should like and subscribe, and we'll find out later. I don't know. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. And oh, Jackie, I know you know nothing about Ben's biscuits, but you know it's okay. Everybody's entitled to their own biscuits.
Absolutely.
And Ben just got busted.
I did.
Maybe we'll find out about that later. And like next Monday, Robin from Toadstool Tarot will be on with Tea Time with Tarot Sachet, where we are giving sassy readings. So, and maybe he will be in drag or just in a costume of some sort.
Robin,
maybe. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Here. We got to do. I'll do a thumbnail of that later. What? Okay, there you go. Thank you, Rain. So, oh, you all are so fun. I'll be sending you a thumbnail as soon as my wig arrives tomorrow. Ooh. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so very much for joining us. I do encourage you to remember science is real. Tune in so that you can stay up with us. Please, if you do a word of the year, use hashtag word of the year. We'd love to see it. And I think it'll be just, I think if you pick your word of the year that means something to you, all of us are going to be better off for it. So, all right. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Hi, I'm just, you got me giggling. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.